Hello everyone, hopefully you're all doing well and welcome back to Goals Galore for another round of Championship predictions. This time match week 36, the midweek games for you all. If you're going to enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. And let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Let's get into these predictions. We begin at Ewood Park, Blackburn hosting Millwall, two sides at the bottom end of the Championship at the moment. Millwall scrambling away from danger at the moment to safety. Since Harris has come in, that's 2 wins out of 2 against Southampton, and last time out, of course, against Watford. In this one, away at Ewood Park, I think they win again 3-1. I got to see Blackburn play my team Swansea, and to be fair, first half they looked really tired. Second half, they had to give it a go. They got 1 goal back, but it just wasn't enough. And to be honest, they really did lack a lot of creativity in that side to break us down. But in this one, I think they fall to defeat yet again at home this time. 3-1 to Millwall on their travels here. Moving on, we go to Coventry, hosting Rotherham in this one, and Rotherham 19 points on the board this season. They're miles away. They are absolute miles away from potentially surviving. They need so many wins. It's just looking unrealistic that every game goes past now that it's going to happen. As for Coventry, of course, still got their hopes of the playoffs alive. A lot of tricky games upcoming for them, but definitely doable to reach the playoffs. In this one, I think they win 3-0 at home. Moving on, we go to Hull hosting Birmingham. Now, Hull last time out, it was a nice draw against Preston for them. Of course, it was one they couldn't really afford to lose because Preston pushing for the playoffs, of course, at the moment. And in this one, Hull host Birmingham, who agonisingly lost 4-3 in the 96th minute, I think it was, to Southampton last time out at the weekend. In this one, I can see goals galore, 4-2 to Hull in this one, of course. These two sides did play in the FA Cup third round and the FA Cup third round replay, so we've seen them in action before, but in this one, I think it'll be 6-goal thriller, 4-2 to Hull here. Off to Yorkshire, Leeds hosting Stoke in this one. Stoke got a much needed 3 points last time out at home to Middlesbrough. In this one, they go away to Leeds, who drew 1-1 to Huddersfield. No one saw that one coming. Of course, 10 men Huddersfield in the end managed to survive the scare from Leeds. But in this one at Ellen Road, I can't see anything other than a Leeds United victory. Of course, Leeds slipped out of the top 2 now. They'll be wanting to be able to get back into it. And I think they will help their cause here with a win. 3-0 to Leeds in this one at home to Stoke. Moving on, we go to Sheffield Wednesday hosting Plymouth. This is going to be a huge game in the Championship this midweek. Of course, Sheffield Wednesday, they were so far away from survival, just like 11 games in. I think they only had 3 points on the board. And since the managerial change, he's really got these players up for a relegation battle to commence. And it's going to go all the way down to the wire. I think half of the Championship now is just 6 points off being sucked into the relegation zone, which is absolutely crazy. Sheffield Wednesday in this one, they host Plymouth. Away from home this season, they haven't been great, but overall, home and away, they've been a solid side. In this one, though, Sheffield Wednesday to win at Hillsborough, 2-1. Moving on, we go to the Stadium of Light. It's Sunderland hosting Leicester, two sides that really aren't in good form in the league at the moment. Sunderland, I can't remember the last time they won a game. Must have been with Mick Beale before he got sacked. As for the visitors in this one, Leicester City, of course, recently, I think it's 3 defeats in a row. Middlesbrough, QPR, and of course the one in the middle, Leeds United. And now, Ipswich in second, only 3 points away. Could we potentially have a different winner of the title this season? Because at the moment, Leicester look like they're throwing it away. In this one, though, against Sunderland, I think Leicester will bounce back. I hope so anyway, because at the moment, it could be one of the biggest portal jobs of the league title we've ever seen in the Championship. It's got to be up there, at least. In this one, though, back in Leicester, 2-0 away at Stadium of Light. Up next, we go to Portman Road. It's Ipswich hosting Bristol City. Ipswich in this one, I think, will get the win at Portman Road. They like to score goals, but they can also be a little bit leaky at the back. But I think Ipswich win 3-1 in this one at home. Kiefer Moore has been incredible for them since coming in January. And as for the visitors, Cardiff, of course, they did lose last time out to rivals Cardiff. Haven't really been doing well, Bristol City. Of course, they got that massive win in February against Southampton. They've started to slip away against QPR, Sheffield Wednesday, and now Cardiff. In this one, I can't see Bristol City getting anything. 3-1 to the Tractor Boys at home. Speaking of Cardiff, it's them who host Huddersfield next up in South Wales. Huddersfield really have surprised me since the turn of the year. They've been picking up quite a few unexpected results, and I do think they'll be fine. But then when I revisit that thought, by looking at the league table, how close it is at the bottom, it's, I don't know who's going to go down this season, because I do feel like Millwall will be fine. Sheffield Wednesday probably be fine. QPR as well, I think they'll be okay. And then you look at the other teams, who's going to go down? Stoke potentially, Huddersfield. Well, I'm not too sure at the moment. Definitely have to do a video on it very soon. But in this one, I'm backing Huddersfield to win 3-1 away in South Wales. Moving on, we go to Middlesbrough hosting Norwich in this one. Middlesbrough, of course, very inconsistent this season, and I think ultimately that's what's going to let them down from not reaching the playoffs in the end. In this one, of course, hosting Norwich, who have strung together quite a few victories over the last few weeks and really are on for a playoff place if they keep this form up. And they'll be waiting for either Hull or West Brom to slip up. In this one, Norwich to win at the Riverside 2-1. Off to St Mary's, it's Southampton hosting Preston this time out. Now Southampton, of course, they had that really, shock of form in the last few weeks, losing a few games. Last time out was a dramatic win, 4-3 away to Birmingham. And in this one, I think a more settled performance at home to Preston, where they win 3-1 the Saints at home. Moving on, we go to Vicarage Road. It's Watford hosting my team Swansea. And Watford, it's not going well for them recently. Midway through the season, I thought, okay, they're doing something good here. They could be on to a playoff finish potentially if they keep this up. And since then, they have just started sliding down the Championship. And the lower half of the Championship really is catching up to the upper half, the top half of the Championship rather. And it's really close now. If Watford aren't careful, they could easily be dragged into a relegation scrap this season. In this one against my team Swansea, who of course beat Blackburn last time out at the Swansea.com Stadium. Much needed win in that one. Check out the matchday vlog if you haven't already. But yeah, I really liked us in the first half. Second half, of course, we never do things easy. We almost bottled it, but in the end, hung on for the 3 points. And I think we will do the same here to make it 3 wins in a row and 3 2-1 wins in a row. 2-1 away at Vicarage Road here for the Swans. And the final game to predict is an absolute cracker. QPR hosting West Brom. QPR just beaten Leicester City. Not many teams have been able to do that this season. However, as the weeks go on now and they're slipping form, everyone's going to end up beating Leicester. The right time to play them at the moment. In this one, QPR host West Brom, who holding on to that playoff spot at the moment. It was another win last time out at home to Coventry. And in this one, I can't separate the sides. I think it'll be a cracker under the lights at Loftus Road. 2-2 draw, cannot separate the sides. Well then guys, hopefully you all enjoyed those predictions for match week 36 in the Championship. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscribe as always. It really does help the channel out. I know I say it at the start and end of every video, but honestly, it really does help the channel grow so more people can end up enjoying the content as well. Thank you very much for watching as always. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and I'll see you in the next one very soon guys. Take care. Goodbye.